Well, I can't imagine what is going on with those week of system, I guess. Very hard on people. The Saturn and Pisces, did you notice how that everybody's subconscious minds opened up and began to bleed all over the place, and some have it worse than others, right? It's all about that, and it's still this amazing air of sadness, even if it's a darn good thing. You're like, oh, there's somebody in the background who's sad about it or envious, right? That's what the Saturn. See, my uncle has Saturn in Pisces, and these people have such a complex about, yeah, that they see this contrast. Like, they'll watch the Olympics and get really down and sad and envious because they can't flip around on the mat like that in the gymnasium. And it's like, and so, but then they'll go and do drugs over it, and it's like, so that's kind of like going on. We're gonna experience that. I mean, for me, um, now see, we have Mars and Cancer, which kind of trines the Saturn. And it's a sign of wisdom if you see Mars trine Saturn that way. It gives a physical endurance somehow to that person in a very good way, really, even if it's the conjunction, yes. Even what I mean now is even if it's the square, for sure. I mean, these people, the squares are not weak of character. It doesn't point at that. It points at actually strength, something that they're dealing with, really that blindsiding kind of reality that the trines don't have to deal with. It's not as hard. So, hard to know which one is better, but really you want to be around a person who just has a state of no denial and who has the capacity to understand and put themselves in other people's shoes, which astrology is here to just like kind of get us warmed up to the possibility and point at, like, well, have you noticed, this kind of thing. Astrology, it's really important to point out because I see a lot of YouTube astrologers, I'm not going to say any names, but they keep doing this strange talk which goes away from the organic nature that astrology really is when you start seeing what it's pointing at, the process of life itself, consciousness, becoming awake in reality in every way that you can look at it, from the sprout to the human birth to whatever it is we think is going on here as an awakening, as to what's happening. Is it out there or in there? We have yet to really zone in on that. And if you're quiet enough, you get to pick up on these things, especially if you're kind of poking around at the fundamentals. It's like, well, why is it here in the first place? Okay, can we keep an eye on the ley lines that help us out? Because I'm pretty sure we don't know anything, but there is that stem there still. It's like, okay, can we somehow look at the roots and try and water this puppy? And okay, so thanks for letting me rant about that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it anyway. Regarding your narcissist, those people that get caught up into them, it's because you fell weak of perception somehow. Unfortunately, I hate to point at you, but if you're old enough, you would know. You would be able to. It's really hard, and you'll find that why would you communicate it to them? Because they're not mature enough to hear you. So you just have to understand your situation as having fallen in frequency and vibration to align with that kind of attack. Really, it's an energetic attack, and You know, they go for a lot. They go for a lot of things. Whatever it is that shines in you, whatever it is they. How about that envious thing that would come up? The Saturn and Pisces, I guess. It seems like it's in the air more. The sadness of the victim, of the people who are envious and jealous and playing a game, you know, the low life slithering fucking oceanic crap that settles down the shit at the bottom, the cesspool. I mean, that's Saturn and Pisces, you know. Let's look at all of that, you know, and boy, I'm really sorry. Everybody needs to stay buoyant. I mean, I know the answer is to mind your own business for one. You know, as far as your narcissist who doesn't really know that you make them miserable because they don't know any other frequency. I mean, they can, right? There's the game player who just is there to cut you down. It's a game. They are there to win at all costs. It's like, be careful. You'll see this. You know, you'll see. They're just parasites. You know, they think that you have something more than accessible, or you have something more than they do, and or um, yeah, there's something there that they think that you know, that it's not all of yours. Is my point. What I flashes on, it's like, well, it's all here. Can we help? Can we hold each other up? See, this is where it's like, God have mercy on me, man. Really hard to be a property owner and in such need of help. Like basically, okay, once you start reaching out to I don't know, the county and stuff like that, that's not going to work. You know, they just mark you down as, oh, you can't take care of it. You know, and it's like, oh God, there's got to be some other thing for me, and I'm going to do my best this summer with what I have. What I'm working with is just a better physical aperture. This time last year, I was in bad shape, and I'm experiencing such healing. I'm praying every day about being thankful. I'm grateful every day about experiencing that on top of being pummeled by that low life, hurtful frequency, that society out there that really can care less about you. I mean, they could be jealous right under the surface, right? I mean, they're just there to use you and they're looking around. It's the same fucking shit that if you are a higher vibrational frequency and you put out and you're creative and you're loving, you're going to always experience these people that just roll their eyes around at all the many ways that they're trying to figure out how can they get something from you, and they know that you have something um, that they don't have, and that you will give it to them. And it's like, okay, who gives a fuck? You know, where is this going? You know what I mean? You know, we kind of remain creative and keep doing this, but you know, it's like you got the mice that are eating and stealing on the side, and it's like, all right, so okay, the writing on the wall for me is to free myself up from this illusion of owning shit. Fuck you fucking people who can't fucking treat each other fucking right because you think somebody owns something more than you. You are so wrong. If there is a matrix up there, a guider up there that says you can't pass unless you get a little bit smarter than this, that's one of the things you got to figure out. You deserve to be a parasite here, and probably, you know, you get the idea that most of the population is stuck here, man, and I'm just like, fuck. I'll get back to you on the solution as to how to escape from here, man. And I bet you, most of you that are listening to this, and I'm for sure, 80% do not want to hear. They don't like the sound of what it is. And it kind of goes along the lines of radical spiritual awakening, like being or practice or whatever. I don't know. To each their own, and we're all different, you know, but it's like, yeah, for me, I'm seeing this thing. It's like, well, gee, Mimi, of, um, it's immature. How immature that mankind really is. How that when you know the going gets rough, the ignorant start getting brutal with their way of fear, really, because that's what kind of sparks up. And what is that fear? Is fucking money. Money. You fear that you can't pay a bill or something, and there's a lot of dependency or something that's like, I am so sorry, but just because I say I don't have that life doesn't mean that you come and bounce on me like a fucking trampoline. Narcissists will uh, make everything you're doing and everything you are as less than, like it's just not enough. And it's actually worthless. It could be fucking, you are stamping gold bars in the back and you have all these things about you that is brilliant, and all of it. If you won the lotto, they will manage, if you form any kind of bond with them that says we're going to work something out, and you have an expectation there, then all of that will be hooked into it. Um, uh, and you have to, you will feel like just throwing all of that out, because if you really notice, they're not there to help with anything with you, for you. I mean, they're not. Getting back to the, I hate to get on the subject matter, but yeah, still dealing, we're all dealing with this. We all have to lean on somebody, and I am dreading it. I'm dreading it. I'm not going to do it anymore. See, it's slow and grueling for me. I threw away a bunch of things of my grandma. See, I live on this property where my grandmother's stuff is stuck on it. This is scary, because it's like, is this the narcissist making me do this? No, no. I had to do this a long time ago. It's really hard to be psychologically attached, emotionally attached to property, the stuff in it. My grandmother, who hangs on to the clothes that she made, that was my mother's clothing. What am I going to do with that? I don't have. See, I'm just not somebody who has a connection. And I didn't just say I'm worthless, man. This is fucking dangerous, man. But I'm telling you, man, I'm ready to stand alone, as I always have. And I believe that there's probably not only I know there's guidance. It's my guidance system. I'm having to be being pummeled by people that just don't know. That it's just immature, right? You look at it and it's like, oh, so these people aren't going to get any better. See, a narcissist is just never going to get any better. You think that we're going to grow, right? We're going to grow up out of this blindness. We're going to get better at say, like at fucking scrambling an egg. No, not at all. Some fucking, it's just like, these people are amazing, right? Because my dad always says, well, they can split a ball bearing into 4 pieces. It's like, who can do that? They find there's always some fucking, monkey wrench or something going on that doesn't, not smooth at all. No continuity, right? Fragmented mentalities. And this is 80% out there. I hate to say it. I mean, I see the writing on the wall. For me, I'm like, God, if you really want to protect yourself, cash in. Cash in, get all of the cash you can from here, and stay really quiet. Simplify like you can. But I don't want to lose my house. See, I'm gonna hunker down. I'm just gonna hunker down more. I'm gonna forget about the stress that really, I will defend for myself. I will stand alone. I understand that I can't possibly um, attract a sane male to me acting like this. I mean, what is it, Shauna? Well, I refuse. I can't handle the money system. And so when I say that, they're thinking, oh, you want me to pay for it? And I said, no. No, I've never. See, this is where I'm having a really hard time. Everybody would be, if you didn't make your own money, and then some fucking asshole came in and manipulated your sex life and your love life on account that you just needed some cash and some help that way. That's fucked up, man. And that's happening everywhere with the fucking gift giving scene and all that stuff, and the codependent gift giver narcissist. It's just horrific. And I'm here to tell you that they're probably just stupid. They're probably immature. This is why, and this is how. And if they're doing it on purpose and they're evil, it doesn't matter. Get away from it. Is there some way you can pull out of it? Is there some way you can get out of it? You know? I've never had to deal with it in my entire life until I had to get out of it, right? You have to get out of it. You have to get out of something. And then there they are, stomping on you. Oh, you need to get out of something, and they won't let you, right? And if it's that you need a partner, oh, they're going to stomp on that. That's the Achilles heel. That's the Achilles heel that 80% of the Earth's population out there, that's why you end up with a miserable fucking person, even having kids with them, um, perpetuating. Because they don't seem to care. They don't have a conscience about it. They think that they're entitled to flesh, and it's like very gross. Here on this planet, it's fucking locked down. These things are getting souls, man. They are fucking savage something or other. It's, you can see them. Well, if they're not learning anything, if they're not advancing in the subject matter, it's just all a very mechanical thing. Of course, academia is taking care of that. Then yeah, it's a maze and a trap full of fucking slithering uh, non-progressive, like what I mean is non-evolving entities. Welcome to the planet Earth. And yeah, it's like, is this a fucking prison for a bunch of narcissists? Hell yeah. So, if you find yourself saying, "Dear Lord, what did I do?" and please get me out of here, then you'll be heard. Don't worry. There's a plan for you, and you wouldn't believe it. Be careful. You don't want to be the next Jesus. You know what I mean? I don't know about me. I'm thinking, you got to be really, really understanding of the condition that the human being is rendered up within, living amongst people that are just strung upside down and backwards and abused, and because of the money system for sure. You want to tie in, well, what is it? Why is it this happening? Money, money, for sure, yes, 100%. Look at what money is doing now. And I personally, it's the hardest thing. Talk about psychologically. You see, I threw a bunch of papers away that my grandma, I mean, she has great writings and everything, but the thing too is that she would save like all kinds of old insurance policy papers, and I'm like, no, oh no, I just didn't see, I just didn't have it sorted through. I kind of moved. See, I have a lot of moving out to do, and it's psychological. It's like, no, you haven't been looking at it, so don't look at it now. You know what I mean? It was easy today. I was able to do. See, and that's a lot of work that I have to do. See, there isn't anybody helping me with that. Not and who are coming around in my life saying that they're going to help with stuff. No, they're undermining me. Undermining. I have to do double now. I have to do double on top. It's like there isn't a partner there. I don't know. Maybe I was speaking too soon, but nah, I know better. Everybody knows better. As far as my situation is concerned, it's just now. Let's get back to the Saturn and Pisces thing. I don't judge it any more about it than just it is what it is. I mean, the human condition, the sorry fucking situation. Talk about it, man. That human beings are in. I mean, look at this. The financial system, the way that it has us thinking that we have to move in these ways to feed those fucking bills, and I say, forget it. Forget it. How many people, if they just sat down and said, fuck you, what would happen? Would they start shooting people? That's the fucking rumor. Next on the Bible says, and it's not the Bible, babe, that it's going to happen. It's happening now. It's been happening. Let me tell you what the Antichrist is. It's not a human. The Antichrist is anything that says, I am the truth, don't look any further. I am the reality of reality, and I am the truth. Don't look any further. It's like the finger pointing at the moon and says, no, don't look at the moon. Look at me. I am the truth. I am all there is. And as far as your experience, and the Antichrist it could be a load of people out there that don't have a grip on reality. They can't just fucking put the finger away. Would you just look at it? Look at it over there. Getting hung up on the gaslight Yes, that's what Antichrist is. So you look at all this crap coming up here saying, what if the Antichrist came? What would he look like? Well, he would take over the money system, and it's like, it's already taken over. And it's not the money system, it's your mind. You want to know what the Antichrist is, babes? Your mind. Why is it? What does anti mean? Anti means none. Just, it's not there. Christ, oh God, it's just another word that nobody knows what that word it means, but we can reduce it down. Look inside there. Is. The real word that any sheep can see is like is. Oh, okay, so it means is. What is? What is? As is, like Aries. Aries, actually, is the way you say it. Aries. Well, if we can't see for ourselves, then and it's trying to say, no, you look here only. That's Antichrist. So if it's, if your mind gets in the way enough, which it does, it is total distortion, and money will do that for you. You can't think of anything else, but that fear. Oh, and it's like, yeah, you are programmed as a human aperture to do really good things and great things, but you know what? Money and falling in that fucking wheel isn't it. That's where you better be careful. That's a fucking shit in and shit people out. Fucking eat people and eat people out, or whatever. And I am, I'm lucky enough to just sit here and kind of just linger and think, oh my God, that wasn't love coming at me. This is fear coming at me, and it's traipsing around here, stealing from me, kind of like taking from me. And it's like, you're taking from somebody who doesn't really have much in the first place. I mean, I'm a Jupiter Pisces. Boy, talking like this, 3 times here, I feel like don't say that in front of a narcissist because they don't have respect. I'm not choosing this. If you were at all intelligent, you would fucking figure out, oh, we're supposed to just sit the fuck down here. Sit down and say no thank you to your system. And why do we need to wear that? Why don't you listen to us and what we need about this weather and blah, blah, blah. Really, I mean, God. So, but really, yeah, forget all that. It's too late for fucking humanity right there. For me, I'm a good leader. I'm somebody who is open. I can't shut my heart down, and I won't. I know that I'm ready for love as far as just finding somebody who's decent. Man, there is a faction of people out there. I know you people know when you hear that you want to look up a narcissist. Boy, you get the feeling that the pathological narcissist lashes on to videos like this and finds empaths like me who, they're just trying to read all over them, like, and it's like, no, you people are just so stupid that it hurts. I mean, we can't take it personally, really. And we have to learn how to move on from the stump that we fucking hit. And it's like, they're not going to do it. No, they are they're dragging you down. You're like, wait a minute, no, I just fucking need some food. What the fuck are you doing? And you can't even sit fucking through a goddamn food, man. You know what I mean? They're doing everything so fast because, I mean, who knows what I'm talking about now, right? This is like the populace, especially in America, who can't just fucking simply relax. No, this is the southerly narcissist. They cannot decompress. If you notice, your narcissist has no time for you or even themselves. You can't take them personally. And it's really hard not to fall into well, they sure are good money makers right over there. It's like, but that's the stupidest fucking thing to do. Actually, if you look and watch what they were doing, really, they're hiding from everybody. They're hiding from everybody. If they get up really early in the morning, they dart to work, and it's like a 9 to 5 fucking. If they don't mind a 12-hour day, 8 days a week, just as long as they don't have to uh, do the work it takes to maintain a decent quality human interaction. Fuck that. I mean, if they could toss money at it, and then pull the carpets out from under it. That's more like their whole fucking game right there, because they start out miserable, and that shit never fucking takes them anywhere. I hope you enjoy this. Of course we're being battered around by this crap, and it's really not their fault. I mean, if you say they're, I like to, the frequencies of the government that's not human. I mean, you have a TV set. There's a lot of people. Okay, let's get back to the Antichrist talk. There's a lot of people who don't know that they are the Antichrist. If they're able to just decompress and fucking relax and be with and really be with people instead of fake being with people, you know what I mean? That's what fucking narcissists do. You know, and it's like, God, can that all just fucking shut up? Um, what enables all of that is, money. I guess I hate to say, I mean, some people are innocently trying to run something that they think it works, but no, no. The best thing to do is psychologically disconnect. It's like 99. I was just thinking how it's like 99% psychological, where people see. Why are you making money but just to spend it on shit and crap? Really broken down fucking useless, pardon me, stuff from made in China come over here and it's gonna fall apart on you. And that's what you ran around to make money for? Halt, halt. What is going on here? What a fucking junk house this is, isn't it? Excuse me, but I have Mars. I have Moon in Aquarius. Little ahead. See, that's might as well be an Aquarius in a lot of ways if it's the moon there, and I'm just a little ahead of my time here talking about some of the things that we need to mature up over. We need to get over it. But what has happened? Something has dragged back, and I know some of you know what I mean. It started, with the C-19 3 years ago announcement, um, and then of course the agent that was. They're constantly beating people back into that fear of just this is what you need to focus on, and it's like, man, that sucks because that is so immature and stupid. Where do the mature people get to go? The people who are honing in on things and processes that develop better things rather than just staying in the what do they call it, chrome plated people zone. Thanks for listening to this. It's hard for everybody right now with even though it's that Mars and Cancer. For me, it's radical self-care, really looking at um, this shit that I'm going through. I'm not, I don't, I love my situation and I love the whole situation, but it's like, it's just got to get better. And I have to get better. That's really what has to happen. It's not the narcissist and the world isn't going to get better for you. And I feel kind of sick saying this, but no, I mean, because there isn't anything else. I mean, you think, oh, I really love to share, but it's like, no, do good for yourself and the people that are honest, and I can't fall down like I have, and I have to get out from under this shit. What is it, Shauna? What is it? Ah, okay, so I can't pay my electric bill. I might not be able to. That might turn off. I might have to be reduced down to um, charging. There's a lot of stuff just, I can't live this fucking life. And I know that this sounds fucking totally pathetic to a lot of people. But I've done it up here. I've done it in these mountains. And it's been really hard lately. I would like to get help. See, the people that have come to me to help me, no, they're just a weight. They don't know that it's like kind of a drag. If I have to keep saying, like, where is it? I just have to go somewhere else. Help me fucking, and see, this is where I hate this fucking Neptunian shit. If anybody's listening to this, like, for the first time, I know I got some subscribers, some new subscribers, and thank you for being there. I mean, I'm not, at all interested in whoever, is friending me over the narcissist material because it's a lower vibrational frequency. I would rather not. Some people that may have um, been friends with me a long time, they're just disappointed. They're not responding, or we're not talking anymore. I mean, we're not associating. I mean, everybody, a lot of people. I mean, we've just broken up. But see, I would be doing music. I would be. Maybe it's later on. No, we can't think like this. See, we're being pummeled. We are being forced onto the narcissist paradigm, which is to struggle in the rat race. And am I doing it okay? It's like, no, yeah, you're doing it okay. Just whatever you do, don't be you. Be fearful. Be low. Be low. They want you on the low end, and you're supposed to be thinking that you're doing it all wrong and you're not doing enough. And it's like, can we find a way out of that? I mean, that's all the people that have just gotten so much more noisier out there because they don't know how to calm down. I mean, you're supposed to calm down now. If you don't get it, it's right now with Pluto and Aquarius, that's the call for everybody is to, with the eclipse the way it was, it's still there, lighting up the fixed Taurus, Uranus and Taurus. That's the call, is to calm down, calm down. There's going to be vibration. It's kind of weird. It's like this vibration that says, calm down. That's really what goes on. If you're not, imbalance is going to happen. There's going to be, of course, the environmental crisis, the health crisis, all kinds of financial crises. You're not even trusting your um, economic environment out there enough. It's not trustworthy, so it easily falls down. You guys, it's time to stop. And that doesn't make sense to a lot of people. The fucking 80% that thinks that you know, um, I'm all for working hard, but really it's work efficiently. Do what's needed. Do we really need that? And what are we doing? Think about it. Here it is, minute 31, and it's like, did I think about anything I had to say? I'm going through a personal trip on that I need to make money. I need to be able to take care of myself. Otherwise, I'm being attacked by people that know that, and they're not going to help me. Not really. It's undermine. It's an undermine. I have to fucking jump on top of that, on top of that. It's like with my food. Now it's with my fuel. What I keep myself warm with. There's all kinds of things. See, getting out of the narcissist paradigm where nothing is possible, I just gotta sell out. You know what I mean? Getting off of that, it's like, you know what? I can easily build this fucking. Why is it just me talking about this? God damn it. I have a wood stove. I can build an out. See, my concern is water and fuel. I have water and I'm burning fuel all the time. See, I'm just gonna get this together myself. The thing is like, okay, so where do I get the funds to get the buckets? I just need some supplies to devise my system. And if nobody wants anything to do with it, I don't care. But don't come to me if you're paying a bunch of fucking money for your gas and your fucking water, and I'm not, and now you're gonna fucking jump all over me? Excuse me, I need help here too. And you need help to fucking get away from all of that. I'm simplifying like we're supposed to, like a long time ago. And you don't need half of that fucking shit that you're using. Fucking here I am going into a springtime here. And I'm a decent woman, I could use some fucking new clothes, and I haven't bought new clothes in fucking 15 years, and there's fucking people out there uh, being bugged by their fucking wives. They're getting fucking they're complaining about their fucking beautician fucking problems and shit. It's like, you know what, fucking A, isn't there a place for me besides for just being casted straight out? Yeah, sell your property and forget that you're a musician and a good cook and all this stuff, and you have a great idea for everything, a little something, just fucking. That's the way it feels. That's the way the narcissistic society feels for you out there. Something is moving right now to keep up this fucking racket of just sucking the fucking IQ level out of your head. They don't want you to know anything. It's really frustrating having been born, like say, the 70s, and your parents might have. See, my grandparents were Freemasons. My great grandparents and my grandparents, they were Freemasoners. They were somebody who had knowledge about how to do things, not people. People were just. I don't mean that. Maybe they had their problem with narcissism, but no, they had skills beyond fucking people around, that's for sure. And I'm pointing at the women in my family. They weren't, not at all. They didn't have men around for any reason but to have fun. They're not depending on them. They love their men. They're laughing with them because they complement each other. Do you guys get that? Hey. Didn't need them for their money. That's where I come from. And I see that there's 80% out there that doesn't know anything that way. No independent women that have men around just for fun because they love them. They're enjoyable. They complement each other. They make each other feel good. They call each other beautiful for fucking how long? That was my grandma. And it's nobody's business but your guys's. If you're in love, fucking fuck the world. There's, man, we can see it. I don't know, really. I think that there's enough of a mess on the planet that it's like, why are you guys getting so caught up that way? There's something going on. It's like, if you need to listen, because you start grabbing onto each other, you're not going to know what you're grabbing onto. Did you get your fucking food together? This is the Taurus vibration. Did you figure out what foods to eat? Did you get a main staple? Did you figure out how to relax? That relaxing is all you need to do here. Why are you fucking working so hard? And if it's hard work, did you know you're supposed to fucking sit down because you might be doing it wrong? When you're doing things right, things get easier. Love is easy. 80% of you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And so it's just like this screeching, grinding, sparks are fucking flying out there and nothing is going on. In fact, shit is being eroded down. We have a fucking system who says, we can't afford you. And they're tapping their fingers thinking, well, how do we direct all of this energy that's going into something that, really? You want to know what it is? Woo! You want to talk about the death cult system? Not good news for you, man. You better see through it. You better see through it. That's where I'm at. Throw that fucking thing in the air. I can't do it soon enough. I need protection. I'm open for anything, but I'm not, man, I love people, but it's like, you know what? Fuck you people. I just need to get my shit together. I just need to get my shit together. A little bit is what I need. And I'm just going to start advertising more and more, just honestly. Really, just start being honest. It's like, okay, can somebody help me with my fucking, my application here, 37 minutes of this. It's one way to get rid of your subscribers. I'm just kind of in the dark here. I live in the mountains, and the people, the community is not very friendly. Why? Because I own a big old fucking piece of land. I'm a realtor. I don't even want to know why. They're disrespectful as far as I'm concerned. But this is the society changing around out there. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. You looked at them, it's like, I'm supposed to respect that too? Okay, you know what? I'm so glad I'm keeping my privacy somehow, some way. So getting back to just, that's not good either. That's an imbalance. You need to have a good support system. Oh my God. I think I have a video. It's one of the first videos I downloaded here, and then I stopped. I didn't do, it was like 5 years ago or something. And then I started doing more heavily posted videos, starting last February, when just, honestly, just not at all doing well. I was just like, I feel like I have nobody. But really, it's humanity speaking. Where are we going? Why do we feel all alone, and there's so many people, and why is it just, oh, okay, well, have a nice day, close the door. Well, we're not serious. It's just, can't you see, little boxes, fucking, blah, 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 blah. I am so sick and tired of it. I'm so separated out from it. I'm just like thinking, isn't there a place for me? Like, can I just cash my chips in and just say, I would love to disappear even more, because I'm disappeared anyway. Doesn't matter. I mean, fuck it. Fuck it. Didn't really need the immaturity that came at me when I was down, just needing fucking food. My love life being interfered upon, and they can't talk about their fucking miserable situation that's really just dragging me down, really. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, so where does this go for me? I mean, I'm being ripped off, basically. I'm having the carpet pulled out from under me. I know what it is to have somebody around, and these people aren't around, really. They're around for themselves, that's for sure, right? And if that's happening to you, you got to get out from under it. You got to stop sulking. There's something that you're not doing right that you have to just pick up. Get the right support. Go find something else. You just never see. I'm speaking for me, but you might know this. Is you just never been there before. You just never been at that point, and now you're seeing. And it's like, for me, my experiences is like, well, what's wrong, Shauna? Is there really a problem? No, there isn't really. A lot of people say, no, but there is. Your water's about to be turned off and your electricity. It's not a problem. I will keep living. Will you fucking keep your fucking fears away from me? We were supposed to fucking convert over to stop fucking feeding the bills who constantly say, we're going to raise the bills on you. And then the fucking water company is just poisoning the water. I don't drink that water. You don't drink it either. So get the fuck out of my face, and when I figure out how to fucking take a shower on my own without fucking paying for gas and paying for water, well, I mean, imagine how fulfilled I'll fucking be. But there's so much more that I need to do. It's my technological thing. The thing is I have to call the Spectrum, call my phone company and ask them, why can't I get on Cash App? Why is it the wrong number? Is there some way we can align this fucking wrong number thing? It's been a year and a half and I just don't know anything about it, and I don't have any help. Really, the help around me is not help. They are narcissists who say, oh, is that exactly what you need, this? Well, fuck you, and then they run away. That's the way they are. And that's what I'm getting. They don't want you to get ahead. Why? Because it's just fucking, they hate you. I don't know. They hate everything. Don't take it personally, babes. They're in that. See, this is what I wanted to stress, and this is minute 42. Thanks for listening to this. You're a narcissist, the narcissistic society out there. They don't know anything else. You can't take it personally that you ran into somebody who only knows how to play a game. It's one up and you're down, and you're stupid unless you know that. And it's like, they don't know any different. They don't know that is like, see, I'm an Aquarius moon here, and it says, no, there's actually a better way to live, and we've been trying to do that. Aren't we trying to do that? I don't know. Money won't let you do that. Money sure won't let you do that. And if you can manage to be, you see, like what I'm talking about is decompress, just say, fuck people. If they can't just be with you and sit, say, fuck it, you got your bottled water, good. I'm busy trying to figure out how to filter the water. Your guys are way behind, but I have my bottled water, fine. Can you hang? Forget it. I don't want to be around these people that can't relax and fucking, clean their shit up when they have to and rise above things. And I hope it changes for me. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to do the best I can all alone. They don't know what would help me because I'm not down all the time. I'm saying this is a great thing. Needs a little help. Oh yeah, the envious narcissist comes up and says, here, let me rip it all apart for you. Let me just take this from you and take that. It's like, well, what do I get with that? Good for you. You found something useful. You're a user. That's what it is. You found something useful. I mean, you're a user. Coming in with your fucking shit that's not really helping me. Not really helping me. And that's the society out there. It's one up, you're down, and I got to get my deal, right? Fuck these fucking people. So, I'm going to keep defending myself if it comes down to where people like the law or something comes around and says, well, you can't use the water or you can't have a splintery house. And it's like, yes, I can, and here's how. Nobody gives a shit, and they're not helping me, and you're not here to help either. Fucking show me a goddamn facility that is fucking really actually there to help. If it wants money from you, no. That's not helping. And anybody knows that. If I try to take their fucking money, they're looking at me like this. How much you think you're worth that much? It's like, yeah, fucking goddamn, you know it is. You wouldn't be hiring me unless it was fucking a steal. I'm built for a lot more stress than what fucking this bullshit fucking society is fucking tossing at me. And I'm gonna fucking watch it come on to us. And then guess what? That bullshit fucking society is just gonna fucking collapse. And I'm gonna be like, how strange. I managed to fatten up a little bit during that time. And you people are now just now? Rubber band snap! Pray for us all. You know, I am a leader. And if I can take care of myself, but I refuse to believe that I got to do it alone. It sucks, but I know that there's a lot that I have to do alone. My psychological work, the stuff that, okay, so, no, really, I got people coming around, and I say, well, I need to take this refrigerator out. I need to, and it's not going to get taken out. They're not there to help me with that. I have to do it myself. You know, it takes money. You know, I would rather be able to just throw money at people, but I can't. Say, here, do this for me, do that for me, do this for me, right? I can't because why? I don't have it. I'm not making it. I'm just recovering. I'm recovering from fucking mild starvation on top of fucking toxic waste coming at me saying, we're going to help. I'm going to help you. And then what do they want? The gift giver narcissist. Oh, they want it all paid back. You know, you owe them. And then the energetic thing that's like, no, what they've done is hooked into your fucking lifeline, like your if it's your love life and your sex life, hell yeah, they've gotten into your possibility of having anything else. It could be ruined, really. And that's the thing. They love that idea. Why? Because they've never had that ever. They've never had that in their life, and somebody destroyed that of them, and they want to do the same. They will just only, that's the only way that they'll feel delight. They'll be like, yay, I guess. I don't know. But if you're with one and you're trying to love one, you're constantly going into a fucking shithole. They're not holding you up energetically. You just don't know what that is. You really don't know what that is. And you're paddling. You're paddling. You know, and it's like, no thank you. No thank you. That's not me. I would rather figure out how to get water out of the wherever and you know, creep around that way in the back roads, you know, a little bit outlawish, than deal with that kind of paddle out of that lower vibrational frequency fear, you know, just overly sheltered and just not really being creative and not loving or anything, you know, just fucking get out of my face, will you please? Talk about the fucking Antichrist, babes. You know, this fucking weed through that shit and get down to the fucking reality of reality. Like, what are we doing here? Are you fucking having fun yet, you stupid fuckers? Sorry to sound like that, but no, they are highly abused, and you can't take them personal. Get the fuck away from them. But the sad thing is 80% of the people out there dragging, fucking using all of these resources, and they're looking at me who has on food stamps and saying, shame on you. No, shame on you. Sit down, learn how to relax. This is a fucking war that's going to go on for 10 years now, and you're not going to be able to see it until 25. You're 25. You're going to finally see it. You're going to be like, hey, what do I do? And it's like, no, get out of here. We were telling you about this fucking 2 years ago. You fucking narcissists are all 2 years behind, too. It's a fucking pain in the ass, and you drag us into your fucking, your paradigm of what? Climate change. And all the shit that you have been taught is wrong. That's where we are now. Do you realize that? It's wrong. You don't know what the fuck this life is at all. None of it. Not a single one. Listening to Sam Vaknin here. Says, you know, I'm doing this and that about and it's like, too bad. You don't even fucking get it either. About the war and Russia and Ukraine. It's like, it's both all Rothschilds. Get out of our face. And that's not a fucking, just because you don't believe in conspiracies doesn't mean they don't exist. That's the stupidest thing you could be, as somebody who denies something that exists out there. You are rendering yourself looking stupid, and people will fucking delete whatever it is you're saying because you're just plain stupid.